that we do need to recruit. Give me just a moment. I'll need to start up the game here. Gotta be ready. Gotta be ready. I got a single note out of it. Can I move this? Yes. Okay, good. Alright. Yeah. Today's kind of a low energy day for me. I don't know why. Might have something to do with only eating, well, eating, quote unquote. I had a meal replacement shake for breakfast, and that was it. One thing we want to do, we want to swap out Zappa for Fungi. And are we in another world? Yes, we are. So we'll go into the shop, and hopefully we'll be able to get Fungi's level 7 tech. Oh, nope, not yet. Okay, so we don't get the level 7 tech there. Or at least not yet. But we do need Poshul in order to get another tech. Or not a tech, a character recruitment. Need to come here to the burned out Hermit's Hideaway. Actually, let's see if we can get Neofeo in here as well. Oh, never mind. It's not this one. It's the other. It's the home world. I'm a silly. Let's get going there. Go in. Oh, I didn't refill my water bottle. Oops. Alright, come on. Let's go get our, Oh, right, because I put Poshul in the lead. Of course Surge would walk behind her. Right, so we come over here, and then we can get, Turnip. That's his name. Oh, hey, Starky. This place is out of this world. Starky like this place. Reeve it to ice, Sergi Poo. Hello, my name is Turnip. Well, thou didst pulleth me out. I shall joineth you. Please, 'tis no trouble on. Turnip forced his way into your party. Call upon me when thou needest mine help. Leia decide stay here for a while. Is there anything else here? No, because I got the Energizer suit. Draggy! Friends! Friends! And more friends! Teehee! This place is fun. Oh, right. I believe we can actually go and get, Rasley's level 7 now. I keep forgetting my button inputs. Oi, get on the lily pad. Alright, so Rasley needs to lead the party here. And she cannot get it quite yet. Darn. Okay, it seems like most of our stuff might be locked until after we defeat Fate. Also, if you hear any buzzing in the background, that's because I'm running my fan. It's been getting pretty warm here now. Um, that doesn't look good. I just looked in my case and I noticed my CPU fan is running fairly slowly. Alright, well let's go in here. Okay, so we use the Fate Distortion. I deem you worthy of entering the Sea of Eden. Let the path be known for the ones facing their fate. I haven't been talking because my mute button accidentally got hit. Dang it. Revive. Dang it, Fargo. Don't you dare. We'll cure all. Oh, I should have done a recover all. Atropos has stopped functioning. Here, let's try to build up some white elements. No! Why would you? Oh, we got a Tropos down, or whatever this thing's name is, down pretty far. I wanted to use Saints. Dang it. Well, we've got another fight. Let's go ahead and bring Mel in. Oh wait, she needs equipment too. Rockerang. And then we did have more stone helmets, so let's go ahead and just equip her with that. You'll need to take Sprig's stuff. The Dragoon's honor. Oh. And I almost did not equip her with elements. I swear, I know what I'm doing. I don't, but but I swear it. You have both Thunder Snake and Golem. Okay. Back to the top, where we'll get you your strongest remaining ones. Alright. She'll be good now. And we will save here, just make sure we're good. Time Fortress Chronopolis. Chronopolis Military Research Center. May there be everlasting peace for the children of the world. 2400 AD. I heard Group 3B's experiment today is going to be a biggie. They're releasing the flame's lock level to D in order to trace the counter time effect. Yeah, but based on previous experiments, I'm sure it'll work out just fine. During the simulation, Fate was certain the flame could be used as a relay to extract enough energy to counteract the anti-annihilation effect. Don't worry, it'll be a success. I hope so. Once we're done with today's experiment, we have that long-awaited 3-week vacation. I'm headed back to Xenon to spend time with my family. My daughter's birthday is coming up, you know. You're from Medina, right? I've been on this island for a year and a half now. Man, I've had enough. Aside from the man-made island with this research center, there isn't a single island in the Sea of El Nido. If we manage to produce counter time at will, we'll only be a step away from asserting control over time itself. Just hang in there a little longer. You said it. I can't believe we've come this far. It's almost time for work. It's time to get back to work. Wait, what did you say? Just leave it in Fate's hands. Don't worry, it'll succeed. And then this annoying thing is going to be a white element. Polis Police. Wow, opening up with a tech that takes out Mel? Are you serious, man? I actually want to get Saints out, so... Again! Why are you targeting Mel? What'd she ever do to you? Really? Don't you do it. Mail still from this fool. And all we got is a capsule. Really? I do not like this battle at all. Mel doodle all over him. Oh, don't you dare. You get a free fall now. Is that enough to take you out? Yes. Okay. Jeez. That fight was really annoying. There's something over here. Let's grab it. A yellow brooch. Brooch. Whatever it's called. Let's take our frustrations out on these things. They can't be as bad as the other thing. Gizmatoid. Stole some stone. Okay. Stole some stone. Ah. Super speed. seems to be some trick to opening it. Go down? Yes. Alright, now we get to use this little sewer robot wash thingamajigger. Why to quit? We gotta open up that top path. A white brooch. A cure-all. Now we can quit that and just go across. I really don't think there's anything over here for us, yeah. That opens the main door. What's down here? A dock of some sort. With a save point. Let's go ahead and save, because that boss was not fun to deal with. Perhaps what we are doing is wrong. If this experiment succeeds, we will be able to control time. We will have complete control over history and, in a sense, become like gods. If so, what meaning is there to the history of mankind? But it's too late now. We can't afford to fail in this experiment. If, for some reason, anything goes wrong, the anti-annihilation energy will probably overwhelm us. Who knows what the consequences will be? Security level 2 locked. Please release the lock. Doesn't seem like there's anything up here. Forget-me-not pot. Surge, forget your star fragment. We're getting that forget-me-not pot. Because that will give Sprig more things to copy when we finally face enemies. Did I get the thing? Who knows? We won't find out until we get Sprig in the party again. Hero Blade. Nope. Freeze me, will you? Ah, super speed. We cannot go all the way up because this route is blocked. I don't think fire escapes are supposed to work like that. Oh, man. Ah. Big red button that I cannot push. Can I at least go in here? Security level lock 2 required. Dang it. Let's fight a Gizmotoid and see if we can add that to the collection. And I know I didn't steal from the Gyro Blade, but let's be real here, it's probably going to be another stone. What's in here? Originally, El Nido was nothing but ocean. The El Nido archipelago is purely artificial, created by fate. It was a remodeling plan that took place 10,000 years ago. A plan to include islands blessed with nature in the Sea of El Nido. The main island of El Nido, Earth Dragon Isle, Water Dragon Isle, Black Dragon Isle, the developments of elements using the energy of the natural world, the distribution of memory terminal devices called the Records of Fate that could monitor and guide people's lives. The research center staff, who had their memories of the future erased, left the center and began a life outside amidst nature. This is how Fate's paradise came into existence. And for over 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of the staff who left this research center. Everything was in perfect harmony. That is, until 14 years ago, when a boy came into contact with the flame on the night of the storm. For over 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of each staff who left this research center. Everything was in perfect. Okay, you're just repeating. You're just repeating. Let me go. Let me go. What's this? Security level 2 locked. Releasing lock. Where was the lock released for the elevator again? My mind's been blanking out lately. By the way, I saw a boy and a flashy looking chick touching that panel. Uh, don't want to use the elevator quite yet. There's a mysterious being inside. We have to bring someone here that knows what it is. Okay, so we need Grobik, I think. For that, let's head down to the Record of Fate. And you know what? I think I want Harley in the party too. Alright. Oh wait, we don't have Harley anymore. Darn, I forgot about that. Oh, let's get rid of Mel. Yeah, Grobik needs a stone glove. And he definitely needs a stone mail. Sorry, a granite glove. Definitely want Grim Reaper on ya. And it's gonna be white elements. Which you don't have any room for. Okay. The heck? My phone goes off. Of course it does. Alright, Grobik, let's try and figure out this combination here, huh? This cannot be. This is the ancient super weapon that was under development in Poor. But what is it doing here? It looks complete. Alright, we got strong arm. Interlock code to release. Uh... 8? Error. Okay. Let me look up this thing. It says close this and then hit 0. Code confirmed. Gotta recharge. Okay. What is a recharge? I thought it was an element. And it's not telling us, and I don't see it. What the heck? Let's head up to 3rd floor. Also, an ad will be starting in a minute. The DNA records are poems and music. Adenine and thymine, guanine and cytosine, rhythm and melody. Perhaps the DNA of the ones who make contact with the flame is recomposed by the sound they generate within. I wonder if life forms are just dreaming in an endless flow of music. Rainbow Shell. Lavos. An extraterrestrial life form that is thought to have fallen from the heavens 65 million years ago. On the timeline that existed before history was changed, Lavos was assumed to have slept deep below the planet's surface, sleeping and consuming the planet's energy up until the day of destruction, known as the Apocalypse. There are those who believe that 12,000 years ago, the legendary ancient magical civilization of Zeal came into contact with Lavos. That fateful encounter is said to have resulted in Seal disappearing from the surface of the planet within the space of a single night. However, the very existence of the ancient civilization of Zeal has never been proven, so the theory cannot be confirmed to this day. On some timelines, Lavos appeared on the surface of the planet in the year 1991 and brought the world to ruin. However, a group of young time travelers saw where their planet's history was heading and, through their actions, rewrote time. Humans and Reptites. 65 million years ago, the Reptites who evolved from reptiles had developed their own unique civilization. This was long before the ancestors of humans, who evolved from primates, had developed their civilization. Excavations carried out on the central continent of Xenon have revealed that the Reptites already had advanced architectural skills in the prehistoric era, but Lavos' descent to the planet's surface and the ice age this brought about rang the death knell for the Reptites and their civilization. After that, the Reptites slowly disappeared from the stage of history. However, in the distant past, humans could have been defeated by the contest of evolution, and the Reptites could have continued to develop. It is not unthinkable that such a timeline could exist in another dimension. Everything is purely a problem of possibilities, and the world is only stabilized by the viewpoint of the one who observes it. Wait, there was another shadow figure in here. Is that guy? No, I guess there was only the one. Dang. Thought there was more talking to be had. Model of brain evolution. Model of... I missed that. Memory scanning and imprinting is not that difficult a thing. As a matter of fact, it is possible to simulate the thoughts and feelings of each individual. These are all just electric signals that flow around the circuitry of the brain after all. The vessels of flesh can now be reproduced through cloning, and the soul stored within these fleshy vessels can be simulated as well. Thus, one could even go so far as to say that death itself no longer exists. However, this comes at the cost of the destruction of the individual, the loss of variation. In which case, is there truly life where there is no death? We control human emotions by using neurotransmitters. That means by manipulating the nerve transmitters inside their brains, it's possible to control the feelings and even the personalities of humans. Fate uses the records of fate to connect directly to the brains of the humans with whom they come into contact. Fate not only imprints what actions the humans should take into their brains, but also rewrites their personalities and feelings. The life forms on this planet developed from single-celled microorganisms to protozoans, then from fish to amphibians, from reptiles to mammals, and eventually humans. Beginning with the cerebral neocortex, which only exists in higher mammals, the anthropod brain enlarged at an accelerating pace until it became the human brain we know. Could the reason for the abnormal development of the human brain be the biological contamination caused by Lavos? It then follows that humans are really a heterogeneous life form, or foreign matter, as far as the planet is concerned. Humans are a sudden mutation caused by the contact with Lavos, an alien life form that fell to this planet from space. That is why humans are, biologically speaking, unbalanced and incomplete. Internally inconsistent and disconnected, human existence is plagued by contradictions. An incomplete species, torn between love and hatred, whose very being is self-contradictory. That sounds like a bunch of scientific mumbo-jumbo. There's a chest behind you, I want it. Bombot. Really? Gunner get ya? No, Grobik! Damn it! Grobik became enraged and killed the Combot before I could kill it. Oh boy. We found a Hellbound. How fun. Not like we don't have a billion of those things which we don't even use. I kid, of course. It only goes up to 99. Oi. He said only personnel known as Arbiter may enter. Weepy. Only personnel registered as Arbiter may enter. The experiment will begin soon. Please withdraw to your designated positions. Oh, he had more to say. We will do the same in case of an emergency. Really? I don't want to fight you. You don't have a combat among your party. Ugh, excuse me. Everyone, gather round. Let's see. In the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through the use of a time egg, which uses miniature black holes. Whether this could actually be possible or not is still the subject of intense debate, and no conclusions have been made. According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continua can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point, which pulls in everything else, into a ring formation. By using this ring as a gate between dimensions, it should be possible to travel back and forth between various spacetimes. Excuse me. Time eggs may have already existed during the reign of the ancient dynasty we heard legends about. We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization that may not have even existed. We can do this ourselves. But the legends say they altered time using a time egg. That's just a legend. There isn't even any evidence to prove that this ancient dynasty ever existed. The experiment should be starting soon. After we discovered an unusual gravitational field in the barren sea of El Nido, we built artificial islands and established Chronopolis. This was all done to facilitate our top secret research. But now, our research is about to come to its end. Once the final experiments are made, the experiment will commence. It's just a matter of time, so everyone should keep up their good work. The chief hasn't returned yet. He hasn't? Then we will have to hold off until he gets back. Time is not absolute, but elastic. It is both relative and subjective. Individual differences emerge as time changes. Perhaps people, all life forms, exist in their own separate strands of time. Is time independent, marching to the beat of its own drum? Ha, ridiculous. The lost ancient magic civilization of Zeal. If it really did exist, someone may have even traveled through time to this period. We may appear to be a military research center, but the actual subject of our research is time itself. This institution was established under the utmost secrecy by the central government. That guy has nothing to say. Boo. Magnify. The chief said he was going out for a walk. He's probably by the dock somewhere, gazing out to the sea. I bet that's our ghostly dock friend. Oh, excuse me. Oi. I do not like yawning. Yawning is very annoying. I need to go down to first floor. Stretchy. Jiggly. Jiggly to you too, my friend. The Time Research Lab, which served as the foundation of this research center, appeared out of nowhere in the year 2300 and was heated up by the scientific genius Balthasar. However, at the peak of his career, he simply vanished. We've continued his work and have come this far. Our work is almost complete. Well, it's about time I headed back. The experiment's about to begin. You can't get away from me. Maybe you can. The record of fate is exposed? Two worlds that are so close in nature, yet so far removed from one another, exist in separate dimensions. These worlds are under the constant observation of, and are guided by, the main computer of Chronopolis, Fate. Fate has been manipulating the world in which El Nido lies in order to avoid any major change to the history it knows. In an event on El Nido, if an event on El Nido influences the main continent, the year 2400 in which Fate exists would change. This paradox could potentially lead to great disaster. The records of Fate, Fate's terminals, collect data from around the world and input guidance directly into the minds of its users. In this covert manner, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, people of El Nido lead harmonious lives. In a sense, they are nothing more than puppets of Fate. An instruction to the young girl in Arnie 01 to give up going to the main continent to become a poet, an instruction in the man in Arnie 02 to give up on becoming a fisherman. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent, so as not to affect history. However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, Fate has been unable to intervene directly with World 01. The best Fate could do was to cross the dimensions and receive data through the records of Fate. And with much difficulty, Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman. Alright, Grobik, do not get buzzed. Received card key. It all began with the notebook my mother handed me. She told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. This old notebook, covered with mold, was a diary that belonged to my grandfather, who passed away years ago. It contained his distant memories. Does this device play back archives? Looks like someone's memoirs. I wonder if you still remember how we first met and our many adventures. It all seemed like a dream. We ran like the wind during those warm summer days, long ago. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. I can still relive the memories of those days long past, just by closing my eyes like so and whispering your name into the desolate night. Kid, kid. Radical dreamers. Les trésors interdits. What's this? Radical dreamers? What does this mean? There's a conversation with a comrade. Are you ready, kid? I know you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You mess up, and I'm leaving you behind. Got that, Serge? Come on, Magil, let's go. That bastard Lynx is gonna get what he deserves. Say your prayers, not that it'll do you any good. This seems to be an archive from a different time than our own. Aside from the two worlds we already know about, other worlds and times may also exist. I need to use ointment on Grobik. Oi. This is the observation room. This is where we observe the two parallel worlds. The main computer of Chronopolis is called Fate. Fate contains a massive amount of historical data, dating up to the year 2400. Well, we got the key card. Now I believe we can head down to Basement 1. Confirming, access granted. Looks like we'll have to fight one of them. It looks like it has a face. Fingerprint and retina scan required. What's that say up there? Project Kid? Please step inside the circle and hold up your left hand. Analyzing. Please stand by. Analysis complete. Fingerprints, retina, and C-class DNA all clear. Data discrepancy due to aging within permissible range. 96% confirmation that this individual is the last registered arbiter. Access granted. Welcome back, Chrono Trigger.
So that's why. So that's why Lynx needed Surge's form.
Lynx must be inside already.
Yes. Alone with the frozen flame.
Arbiter confirmed. Access granted.
Where are we? Is that the frozen flame?
Exactly. Never mind. The hearer of people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power, the bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness. This is the essence of which descended from the heavens in the prehistoric age, the living crimson stone, the frozen flame.
Lynx!
What took you so long? You had me worried. Worried that you might have perished on the way here.
Are you alright?
It's no use. I put her soul to sleep. I had to remove any